Hello and welcome back, you amazing sons of bitches. It is I, once again, your reigning and defending world entertainment champion of YouTube, the internet, the entire world, the universe, everything. It's me, the one and only, the host with the most, Hardcore Harry. And how the hell are you guys doing today? I hope you're still doing well. It's time for part two. Part two. Let's talk about following your dreams, right? I said it. I said I was all fired up and ready to go. That's why. Same clothes. I did not move. Just started recording again because I have a lot to say still. And I know one 30-minute video is probably going to be too much for people to watch, so I'm going to break it up. So, as we talked about in the last episode, the first part, talked about following your dreams, no matter how weird they are, no matter how unconventional they are, no matter how many people tell you that you can't do that doesn't work. Follow your dreams anyway. That's what we're talking about. So let's get back into it. And good example. I was just going to read the whole passage, but I'm not going to. We're going to do it from feeling, not from a book. So there's a passage once again in Supermarket by Bobby Hall, aka Logic. Very good book. There's a few pages that cover something that just stood out to me, and you tell it's heavily inspired by Alan Watts, who is a very, very good philosopher. I recommend listening to his stuff. He's very good, especially about what you desire. I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head, but put in like Alan Watts, what do you desire? It should pop up. But anyway, he talks about this guy named Ted, and I'm so glad I read this book because it puts a name on all those people, like co-workers past and present, in family, friends, whoever. It puts a name on these people. They're a bunch of Teds, right? So Ted is an assistant manager at a supermarket. Been there for 15 years. Not store manager, just assistant manager. Probably went to college, didn't finish, didn't really, or maybe not even went to college at all. Just didn't have the drive for it, didn't know what he wanted to do. Got a job at a grocery store. Instead of either deciding this is really what I want to do, so I'm going to work my way up, maybe become a manager, maybe become like a store manager, maybe become a store owner himself, grocery store owner himself, a franchisee, branch owner, whatever you want to call it himself. But Ted didn't do that. Ted doesn't really want to work there. He doesn't have any other options. He doesn't know what he wants to do, but rather than taking steps to find out what he wants to do, he just stays where he is. So with people like Ted, right, they take the easy way out. They think they know it all. They take the easy way out. Well, what do you want to do, Ted? What do you like to do? Well, I'll use the exact example from this. It could be anything, but I'll use the exact example from this. So you could say to a Ted, what do you want to do? Well, I would love to explore. I'd love to travel the world. I'd love to see everything. I really wish I could do that. Okay, we'll go do it. Haha, sure. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice to have that kind of money? Why do you think you can't do it? I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I can't get the time off work. Okay, it's excuse. It's excuses that people make. It's all excuses. It's all lame-ass excuses. And I get them because I was there myself before. I've been there myself, and I understand it. I understand saying that you don't have enough money. I understand saying you don't have the time because I do it with this. I do it with YouTube. I say I don't have the time. Meanwhile, I'm going and playing video games. I say that nobody's going to watch me. Meanwhile, I have views. Do I have as many as I want? No, but there are people that watch. So I've made the same excuses. I get it. But Ted says, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I could really do that. Well, yes, you can. Why don't you become a critic? Yeah, Ted says, what does that have to do with traveling? Rather than opening his mind up, what does that have to do with traveling? What does a movie critic have to do with that? Well, Ted, you're not listening. This is what you're saying, Ted. You're here. You hear what I'm saying, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're working on your next rebuttal to shut me down, rather than opening your mind and saying, this is what I could do. Maybe he has some info for me, some advice. Maybe he's somebody that I don't realize he is. It's trying to offer me a job, but my mind's not open up. No, instead, Ted's waiting on the next rebuttal. And Ted, you're not listening to me. I never said movie critic, Ted. I said, why don't you be a hotel critic? Right? Ted starts thinking that's actually not a bad idea. Right? That's not bad. Okay. Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you do that? I mean, it's not my place, Ted. Like, it's your place. You want to do this, right? So why don't you look into becoming a hotel critic? Hell, go to a local hotel, right? Start at a local hotel. Critique it. Go to Google, critique it. Hotels.com, critique it. Go somewhere, anywhere, critique it. Give an honest review of it, right? As I said in the book, Ted, you see all these places about 5-star hotels. Well, how do they get those 5 stars? They don't just appear, you know. I mean, some places probably do this, but generally you don't just say, hey, it's a 5-star hotel. Your local, you know, rundown prostitute motel is 5-star. You don't just say that. You get that from somewhere. It's from a critic. So then why don't you do that? Because then you get to explore. In fact, not only do you get to explore, you're not paying for hotels. Hotels are paying you to come stay there because they pride themselves on being a 5-star hotel. They pride themselves on a place that can become a 5-star hotel, right? So why don't you do that so that they're going to pay for you? They're going to pay for you to go there. They're going to pay for you to stay there. They're going to pay for your vacation. They're going to pay you to travel to the other side of the world to see something that you've always wanted to see, or maybe go back again and see at this point. So why don't you do that, Ted? That's just one option. There's other options too, but that's one option, Ted. Why don't you do that? Well, yeah, how do you do? Like, there's so many critics out there. Be better than those critics, Ted. Be better. Do you believe in yourself, Ted? Do you believe in yourself? Probably not. And that's probably why you have all these lame-ass excuses, Ted. That's probably why all these excuses are lame, Ted. And I'm looking at you people that do this to other people, that try to give you advice. They try to coach you on a path that would be better than your current path, and that would involve passions that you have. And they're giving you concrete ways to do this, and you're just ignoring it. You're working on the next rebuttal. I'm talking to all you Teds out there. I'm talking to all you assholes out there. You can do it if you really want to do it. How do you think YouTube got popular? How do you think Let's Players got popular? Do you think they just said, I want to see what I look like playing video games. I'll just record myself playing. I'll post the video too, because why not? I mean, I never recorded it. No, they say, the early YouTuber, the early Let's Player said, what do I want to do with my life? I want to play video games. Okay. Well, how do you do that, right? Like a video game tester. Not the most glamorous, but sure. Coder. Okay, yeah, sure. But none of that really is playing video games. It's not really doing what you want to do. It's not doing what you love. I want to sit here and play through Resident Evil and get paid for that. How do I do that? So they said, you know what? This thing YouTube's taken off, right? Why don't I record myself playing these games and post them on YouTube? What's the worst that could happen? You know what the worst that could happen was? They got fucking sponsorships and ad revenue and millions of subscribers and fans around the world. That's the worst that happened. They took something that sounds as juvenile and meaningless as playing video games, and I say that in quotes because video games aren't meaningless, alright? And if you don't like video games and you just don't understand it, I'm sorry. Like, if you don't understand it, that's on you, not on me. I'm not going to explain it to you. Just not a passion you have, and that's fine, but video games are a passion for a lot of people. But these early YouTubers, these early Let's Players said it took something as juvenile and immature and unimportant as video games, and they turned it into something important rather than play the game themselves. People still do anyway, but rather than just play the game themselves, they're watching people play the games. They're like, hey, this is a lot of fun. And it is. Maybe, for instance, there's games I'm not good at. You know, maybe there's a game I can't beat, right? I want to see the ending. I want to read the ending. I want to see the ending. Why not watch an entertaining personality play the game and get to the end? Well, I watch them have trouble, or not any trouble at all the parts that I couldn't get past. Right? And that's how that happened. That's how Let's Plays. That's how an entire industry started. A whole community, the Let's Play community. That's how it started. Somebody said, I want to play video games for a living, and I want to get paid for it. How do I do it? And they figure out how to do it. Man, if somebody tell them, they figure out how to do it, and they did it. And you know what, Ted? People are telling you how to do it. You're at a point where people are telling you, hey, you like this, do this. At least try it, Ted. But instead, no. You're going to stay at your assistant manager job. Why? Because, well, I'm not going to get this kind of money anywhere else. The fuck you won't. There is no amount of money that you can sit there and say you will not get that amount of money doing anything else anywhere else. The real root of it is, the real issue is, it's not, I won't get this money anywhere else. It's, I won't get this money anywhere else without not trying. I won't get this kind of money anywhere else without having to apply myself. That's what you're saying. You're saying, I won't get this money anywhere else without having to try and put in some effort. You found the easy way out. You found a job that you don't need a college degree for that pays more than your average job. And you sit there and you stay at it. You say, why would you ever leave this? You see somebody else leave, and instead of congratulating them, you get jealous and say, why would you ever leave this? I can tell you a fucking million reasons why. Any job. Not just my current job, not just my past jobs, any job. I can tell you a million fucking reasons why you leave it. Because it's not what you want to do. That's the only one you actually need. Rather than, I know I can tell you a million reasons, but rather than telling you a million reasons, why don't I tell you that one? Because it's not what you want to do. It's not what you're passionate about. And if it is, more power to you. Like for me, I'm not passionate about dispatching. But if you got somebody out there that's passionate about it, hey, more power to you, man. Like, go for it. If you're doing something you love and you're making decent money, great. I don't love it, and I know most people there don't love it. So, do something you love. I like to ramble on and yell and shit, and here's a good way to do it. I love playing video games. I've loved video games for years. When I was younger, that's all I did was I just got lost in video games, and there was a time where I stopped. It was like after high school. I actually went out and I hung out. I was a mall rat for a while. Like, I did other shit. I stopped playing video games, and then I got back into it again. But I love video games. I need a stream, and I know that. I know that I'm making excuses as to why I can't right now, and there are actual reasons too why I shouldn't start it up just yet, but it's still excuses. The sooner, the better. So, like I said, I get there's excuses. It's the same reason why I haven't pursued this harder. It's the same reason why I haven't pursued anything I love harder. It's not because you're not going to make this kind of money anywhere else. It's because I'm not going to make this kind of money anywhere else without putting in effort. Without having to put in effort. So, that's what it is. And I honestly, thinking about this video, that part, sorry, I'm like kind of off here, but like that part was not, like, I never had that. Just rambling now is like where it came from. And that, like, I've just kind of blown my own mind. That's what it is. When a person says, I'm never going to find a job that's good. That's not it. Unless you've actually found a job you love. That's not it. When somebody's at a job they hate and they say that, it's because, like I said, you're not going to find a job that good without putting in some effort. So, that's what it is. I think that's about it. There's probably other things that I've forgotten because I just kind of went off topic completely. Well, not off topic, but like went off of what was in my head. Like, this is why I need a car mount for my phone. Like, I come up with these ideas driving, and I'll sit there and like I'll rant at nothing. I'll rant at myself, and I lose it in the moment. And then I come like, oh, I want to do it. So like I sit down, I'm like, what the hell did I talk about? You know? So that's why I need a car mount. But I'm sure there's plenty more I'd cover. I'm not going to right now. One thing I will say, it's kind of led to, stay tuned for a video on management versus leadership, because pretty much every job I've worked at, I've had managers as opposed to leaders. And I'm going to tell you a difference between those two. That's going to be a new video. It's going to be a completely different video. It's going to be a different day. But I'm going to tell you a difference between those. Unless I forget. Like if I decide I'm not that passionate about it, maybe I won't. But as of right now, there'll be a video about it. So thank you guys for watching part 2. And thank you for watching part 1. I really appreciate everything you guys watch. So please like if you liked it. If you dislike it, like I said in the last one, dislike. It's bad karma for you, and also it's just gonna build the fire in me. It's gonna build the fire in me. So go for it. Dislike it. I don't care. Comment down in the comments below because I want to see it. That's like I said in the first part. Leave your comments about similar situations like this, about anybody. You don't have to name names. Or about anybody, family, friends, loved ones, perfect strangers, co-workers, whoever. Leave a story about people that have told you that your dreams aren't good enough, that your dreams aren't practical. That's the word I was looking for earlier that I couldn't think of. Practical. Fuck practicality. Just comment below. Let me know anybody that's ever told you that your dreams and goals and theories and ideas aren't practical and that you're wrong and weird. We'll rant about them together. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Share, because sharing is caring, and this message is something that really needs to get out there. This is a message that needs to get out there because those of us that are dreamers, those of us that are lovers and thinkers and doers, the ones that actually make the world move and change, we need to know. A lot of people need to hear that it's okay to be this way. So get that message out there. Let's get that message out there. Let's fucking change the world, man. More importantly than that, though, most importantly, don't just have a great day. Have a hardcore day.